In today's live hangout, we are going to do a affiliate website review with my friend Darren here. We're gonna look at his fishing website, and we're gonna look as usually at some technical stuff, some on-page SEO, off-page SEO, CRO, SEO in general, keywords and all that good stuff. And we're gonna try to provide as much value as we can to Darren, and hopefully he can make more of these. All right, let's get into it.
Don't stop. Don't stop.
What's going on, boss? Adrian Diaz here with Hasta La Vista, boss, the place where ambitious people like you, my friend, and I, and Darren here, we talk about how to create a side hustle, make it profitable, quit our job, become our own boss. So the plan for today is to see if we can get some cool feedback to Darren so he can make more dinero and quit his job and be his own boss as well. Darren, how's it going, buddy? Welcome to Hasta La Vista, boss. See if we can get some
Hi,
cool
Adrian. Hang on, let me mute this.
Darren.
I thought I had, but now I do. Hey, how you doing? Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, no, that's awesome, bro. Thanks for accepting to come on the show, and don't worry about that, because just before we went live, I realized that my audio as well, it was on. Like always happens, man. You have to love the live streams.
That's right.
Hey, before we move on, let me welcome everybody here in the chat. If there's anybody here, say hello, bosses. What's going on? We have Steven Yellow, and we have Chris from Niche Safari. How's it going, brother? And if you guys have any questions, this is not a questions type of hangout, but if you have any suggestions, anything that you will see when we're gonna share Darren's website, it would be awesome, to have your feedback as well. Any suggestions, that would be awesome. And something cool that we do as well on this show, if you don't know, if you're the first time here, welcome. If you are a regular, welcome back. But we accept calls, so you can jump here with me and Darren, and we can go back and forth. We can talk. Just, remember, be nice. That's the only thing we ask. Don't show us things that we we don't need to show on camera. But other than that, it's all cool. Mark as well. How's it going, Mark? Sammy, hello. So with that said, let's get into this. Where is my other button? Oops. Let's get into where is this? Into the website. Gizmo Plans is here as well. Yo, boss, how's it going? Turn up your volume. Oh, really? Is my volume low, or is it? It looks like mine is on the maximum. Does anybody else? Does anybody else think my volume? Okay, Steven says volume is good. Hello, Josh. How's it going, brother? Welcome. Thanks for letting me know there, Steven. All right, so here's the website. Here's the Darren's website, fishingmoney.com. Do you want to tell us a little bit about, first of all, if you want, Darren, tell us a little bit about yourself. How did you get started into this thing, into creating websites, making money and all that?
Okay, so as I was thinking about coming on here today, I was thinking a little bit about your story as well. To be quite honest, you and I have a lot in common.
That's awesome.
I work in the construction industry. I'm a plasterer by trade.
Oh wow, that's a good paid job here, plasterer.
Yeah.
And it's not kind of tough, but it's dirty. It's a dirty job.
It can be. I haven't really been out in the field on the tools so much lately. I do more recruiting than anything.
All right.
So That's what I do when the contractors need help. I try to help them help, and also on the concrete side as well.
Mm-hmm.
So both of those, and then also, I come from a construction background. I worked construction since I was out of high school,
Wow.
and um, when the internet started coming around, I was one of those guys who had one of the first computers ever. Well, not the first, but if anybody's as old as me, I had a Commodore 64 back in high school, if anybody knows what that is.
Jesus, that's
And
older than me.
yeah, so I had one of those old computers, and back then we didn't have any software or anything. You had to write your own programs, which I was not a programmer. So I used to buy all the magazines out of the grocery store, and they would have little examples of little software that people would write for their computers, and then I would find something that I liked, and I would punch the software or the code into my computer like letter by letter because I had no clue what. I was just following what they did, and I could write little programs for my computer, like I could make my computer talk with a human voice. Well, back then, what a human
Oh, I
voice.
remember when I used to do that as well. And can
And
you imagine a computer talking in Romanian? I mean, it was stuff in English, but can you imagine in another language? Man, I was
right,
pissing myself. It was it was so funny.
so yeah, so I I've been uh, enamored with computer stuff ever since computers came out. Of course, when the internet came out, that was just amazing
Hmm.
to and we've always been on the internet and stuff like that and starting businesses. I'll tell you a quick story. My wife and I decided we were going to start a little side business quite a few years back, and we I live in Las Vegas, Nevada, and we have a lot of trade shows here in Las Vegas. So uh, we were going to go rent live plants at the trade show, which sounds kind of weird, but if you think about it, you have this booth and you have a piece of carpet and they're trying to sell something, but you got to have something to make the your area look a little more homey,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Live plants and flowers and stuff dress the place up real nice, so a lot of people use them here. Anyway, we are going to rent live plants, and I thought, I got an idea. I'm going to put up a website, and I'm going to be the only guy in Vegas that has a website, so I'm going to sell lots of live plants, right? So of course I had no clue how to build a website. It was all drag and drop, those free. In fact, I think it's still around. Angel Fire is one of those free domains, and I put together a website and had a lot of hopes that I would get a lot of business, and I got crickets, nothing. We did get a
Happens.
little bit of work, but it was work that we drummed up by handing out business cards that had nothing to do with the internet. So needless to say, that business kind of failed. And, a year later, over a year later, I came home from work one day and my wife said, "Hey, you're never going to guess who called." And I said, "Who called?" And she said, "Somebody called. They wanted to rent plants." And I thought, what? We haven't done that in over a year. Like, well, how did they get our number? And she said, "I don't know, but they called." And I just thought, well, they probably got a hold of one of my old business cards or something.
Yeah, it
And
was the website,
next
was
day,
it?
well, the next day I came back and I came home again from work, and my wife said two more people called for plants today. And I thought, what the heck is going on here? So I get online, and guess what? My website, if I typed in those keywords, my website was at the top of Yahoo. We didn't even have Google at the time.
Wow.
My website was at the top of Yahoo, and that's when that's when it clicked in my brain. Hey, wait a minute here. If
We
you
can do
can
something.
figure who decides how you get to the top of Yahoo,
Mm,
because you can figure out that you could be successful at any business. And so that's
right.
when I started. Didn't even know what it was called back then, and I started searching about it, and I found out later it was called search engine optimization, which everybody knows what that is today. But back then, that was something new, and ever since then, I've been enamored with websites and learning how to get them to the top of the search engine. So the website that I have here, fishandmoney.com, is basically it's an idea that I had. I thought, one of these days I'm going to want to retire, but I don't want to not have anything to do. And as I retire, I want to have something that I can have fun with.
Definitely.
And yeah, and so that's where this started, and it's 1 year old now, a little bit, just barely 1 month over. And so it has 170 articles on it right now. And
That's a big site.
yeah, so that's where I'm at with it, and it's making money, but not a whole bunch of money. I think for the size of my site, it should be making more. So obviously, I'm doing some things wrong, or maybe I picked the wrong niche, because I noticed that a lot of the items that are for sale in the fishing industry are not real high dollar items. There are some.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah,
but a lure might cost $10. So what are you going to make on that?
Exactly. Yeah. So thanks for sharing that, Darren. Here in the chat, Josh says, "Nice video with Emilia." Thanks, Josh. I haven't watched the video yet. I didn't know it's gonna be on YouTube. I thought it's gonna be just the podcast, but it's awesome that's on YouTube as well. I need to check it as well. Thank you for that, brother. Sammy says fishingmoney.com, right? Yeah, that's it. .com. I think the link is in the description if you want guys to check it out and give us some feedback in here for Darren. Whatever ideas you might have, that would be awesome. Steven says I could use some Calcote work done. What? Yeah, I apologize. I still don't have my glasses and I can't see it. It's a little bit far from me. Some Calcote. You probably know what that is, Darren.
I can't see it. I can't see it written there.
As well, Steven says I had the Commodore 64 128 and Amiga 500.
You're giving away your age, Steven.
Yeah, don't give that gives away your age, brother. Adrian is here as well, Adrian Danila, and he says are you using Acabado theme?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, so I kind of guessed that because I know you are a student of the Income School guys. Mm-hmm. So the way I put a list here, kind of what things that I look at a website. First of all, before we move on, guys, I just want to make this clear that this is not a professional website audit. This is a free website audit, so take this with a pinch of salt. I think that disclaimer needs to be done, unfortunately, because people take things out of context sometimes, and that can come back and bite me in the ass. So first thing I said, so you have like 100, how many you said you have? 170 pages?
170 articles.
How do you, how did you distributed your, look, I've done already some searches here. Is it all money keywords? Jesus Christ. All money keywords or info pages?
I would say it is at least 90% info pages.
Oh, 90% info pages. Okay.
One of the issues as far as money-wise, that's probably one of the issues why I'm not making as much as I could. Mm-hmm. I have written very few money articles. And I think I only have a couple of views on the whole site. Almost everything is, I've gotten really good at finding cracks where I can easily rank, and getting my pages to the top of, top 3 in Google. But again, they're cracks, so they're not the most challenging, which means that they don't get the most page views either.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna drop your site in Ahrefs a little bit and see what comes up, like what are your best pages and all that, and see if we can take anything from there. A Nomad Overseas is in the chat. How's it going? Good evening, Adrian and everyone. Thanks for being here. By the way, guys, if you are here in the chat, give us a thumbs up to this video. That will help with the algorithm. Adrian says here, how's the theme in terms of speed? Before you say anything, Darren, if you want a good speed, a good theme, and speed and clean, there are two themes that are most recommended right now. I'm using one of them, which is Astra, and the other one is GeneratePress. So, having said that, what do you think about the theme, Darren? Do you like it? Is it fast?
I like it, and it's fast.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was built for speed, and it obviously probably isn't the very most pretty theme.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of things out there that are very, very nice and interactive and just kind of cool to look at. This one's just simple, clean, to the point. But that's, I think, what people are looking for when I imagine somebody's looking for what I've written about, they're looking for an answer to their question.
Mm-hmm.
And so they'll type in their question, they'll pull up my site. I don't think they care as much about how pretty it is. They care more about how do I get my answer.
Definitely, there's a truth to that for sure. There's a truth to that for sure. We're gonna look at that because I when I look at the website, I look like an overview of the website, like, you know, in general how it looks and all that. Then I go and check a little bit of some technical issues that you might have. Then I look at the site design a little bit, like how it's presented, the information and all that, content, on-page SEO, and oh, look who's here. Alex is here. Alex is in the chat, I think. Alex, if you try to join, do that again. I don't know if you're here, but I didn't see it. So I apologize, brother. CBD Cakes is here as well. Yeah, jump again, Alex. I didn't see it, brother. I didn't see when I was trying to join, so I couldn't say admit. So the first thing, like I said, Darren, I'm looking at a little bit of technical stuff that you can improve your site in terms of how Google likes your website, in indexability, crawlability, and all that stuff. I mean, I'm not, like I said, I'm not a ninja, but I look at these things because I'm learning from other more experienced SEOs, and then I take these things and apply them to the websites that I work on, and with other SEOs, because I'm doing some how do you say, a VA, if you want. I'm a VA for some SEOs.
Okay.
Give me one sec. So you see here, I've done this research. I've done this search here, and it tells me that you have in Google Index 354 results. And that means you have many more pages than what you thought you have, and usually are like those silly pages, like how do you call it, the one from the blogs. So if we type, like I typed this one earlier, and in URL, and then you put page, for example, and you have all these pages indexed. All the pages from the blog are indexed, and they shouldn't be indexed, right? And this is gonna affect you in a way that having so many pages that are low quality and they're considered kind of duplicate content, Google will not crawl your site as much as it should, right? Because they can't. You have all these pages that they're not good quality. They're not like helpful or anything. So if you clean this if you take this from the index, Google will thank you very much.
Okay, so
for this, you just have to go to your to the back end of your website, and you go to each one of these pages. Like, for example, let me go to my website. I'm not sure. I don't know. Are you using any SEO plugin?
No.
In that case, I would not know how to advise you how to do that. But I know some people they don't use it. I think Carl Broadband doesn't use it, and um, Morten as well. I think they have a few videos they're saying that they're not using the plugins, but these plugins, they are very, very helpful. I don't know why people don't use them. So for example, you have a page that you don't want to index, like the blog page here, for example. You go to edit and you go to the plugin here. I'm using rank math. You go to advanced section and you hit no index for all those pages that you don't want to have indexed in Google.
Okay.
Alternatively, there was a setting in here somewhere. I don't know if I can find it now. But it's somewhere in here, and it will allow you, for example, to no index all pages, like category pages and all that. I don't know where is it, but if you're not using this plugin anyway, it's not gonna be very helpful for you right now.
Mm-hmm.
No, I can't find it. But anyway, those things are very good for you to kind of clean as you build a website, and you want to have more quality, and Google look at your website and say, okay, this site it's a good website. They don't have too many thin content or crappy pages in our index, so they're gonna crawl your site more.
Okay.
Whoops.
I'll look into that. I might do that.
Definitely. Like I said, just use one of these plugins. Is there any reason why you're not using them?
Well, mostly because, I don't know if you probably know that Income School, the highest priority is more content.
Yeah.
And so, in their training, they teach, there's a lot of SEO stuff you could do, but spending your time on that versus writing another article, you have to weigh which one's better. And
right.
Like I don't use alt, I don't fill out my alt descriptions and stuff like that. I mean, I guess I could. Maybe I'm lazy, I don't know, but I guess I'm starting to become of the opinion, and maybe I'm wrong. Maybe other people have an opinion, but that Google's getting so smart now that some of that little stuff that we used to do that obviously helped, I'm not so sure if it's helping now, because Google can basically read your article and tell, okay, this article's better than that. Let's give it a chance up on search and see what the audience thinks. And more people see this one than that one, so then they put it up at number 1 instead of number 2.
Mm-hmm.
It has a lot less to do with the technical stuff that we used to spend a lot of time on. I'm actually, to be honest with you, kind of surprised. About half of my articles are in the top 3 Google, and without any of that kind of.
We'll like I said, we'll look in a few moments. We'll look in Ahrefs. Ahrefs gives us a little bit more data, and we'll see what we can deduct from there. But there's of course there's two school of thoughts here. People say, like, Income School, I don't like their teachings personally, not because I don't think they're bad guys or anything. It's just that I simply don't believe in the fact that I just publish the content and you're gonna make money. There's something called algorithm that you have to feed that algorithm the things that it wants to see. So if by publishing content you might get lucky and you hit those pages that they're not very served on Google, right? And the keywords are quite low competition, then yeah, you're gonna rank. But I think there's definitely you have to learn some SEO if you want to kind of make it make some real serious money. I mean, I've watched the what's his name, John Dystra interview the other day with the guys from Authority Hacker. He inspires me a lot. John, I mean, I'm not following him, but every time I hear him talking about how he makes money, he says he doesn't build links. That's fine. Although he says as well that if you build links, you'll make money faster and probably more. You know what I mean? And his idea was like, okay, I'm going to build this site. I'm going to put some content on it. But he said on the interview, he said that a brand new website for him, the way he approached websites, is not going to make money in the first 2 years, he was saying. So, it's one of those things. I rather make money now and speed up a little bit things than just wait for 2 years and see if that website is going to make any money or not. So here in the chat, we had Alex from WP Ego. He tried to join here, but I didn't see when he was trying to join, so I didn't admit him in the live hangout. Sorry, Alex, next time. He says the family is calling. See you later and enjoy your time. Brandon is here as well. What's up, my man? And Chris says he's a big fan of Rank Math. I keep finding cool features that I didn't know about before. Definitely. I mean, definitely. It's a very good tool. I would definitely use it for all my websites because it helps with some things that otherwise I would not know how to do. I'm not a coder. I don't have any skills like, where to look and how to set up my own canonical tags, for example. How are you going to do that if you don't have a tool and if you don't have the skills, right? There's a question here from Sammy, Darren. Which tool do you use to search keywords?
Well, that's a whole nother income school thing.
Yeah, don't use them.
I don't use a tool to search keywords. That's the simple answer. I mostly do the ABC method on Google itself. And Google, so like I'll come up with a topic, like let's just pick one off the top of our head, pens, right? If I'm writing about pens and I type in, what's the best pen to use for, then Google's going to give me a list of what it thinks I'm going to type in next. So like maybe one of them will be, what's the best pen for great handwriting. Okay, so then I'll look at that and then I'll click on it. I'll go to and see what Google loads up as its first 3 or 4 picks for the top of Google. And if I think I can beat them by writing an article, then I write the article. Google has already told me that there's traffic for that by giving me the suggestion. Because if there's nobody typing that in, then it wouldn't have been a suggestion.
Yeah, I agree.
That's really all I do. I know how to obviously do keyword research, and I know how to find out what kind of traffic is supposed to be going to those articles. And to be honest with you, at the point where I'm at now, I may start doing some more of that, because one of the problems that I'm having now, I think, is that I'm ranking really well for keywords that are less competitive. When it comes down to keywords that have competition, I guess maybe I'm at the point now on my site where I could compete, whereas before I've always avoided those.
It's like kind of what Brandon is saying here a little bit in the chat. The problem that you might have with not, just write the content and all that. You can publish and not worry about SEO, but as soon as someone comes into your niche and who understands and implement SEO, you're out of the game, because because if you don't know how to compete, you're simply out of the game. There's it is what it is. So here's the website in Ahrefs. As you can see, your DR is very low. Of course, like you said, you don't build links. I'm assuming these links here are from blog comments or something. 433 links, backlinks.
A lot of them are just just garbage links that everybody gets. Yeah, with you. I have built a couple links though. I'll tell you. I have met a couple people in my niche that, and we've exchanged links.
Well,
So one of them was an exchange, and one of them was like a group of people working together.
yeah, this looks this doesn't look good. I can tell you that. So until what, January, didn't have any referring page, and then all of the sudden in the space of in space of few months, I would say, yeah, it could be good, but most of them are no
Well,
follow.
Yeah, you have the
Probably they don't
capability.
they don't have too much quality as well, because as you can see here, your domain rating is very, very low. So I'm sure they're like pure crap.
Yeah, probably most of them are.
So let's see some keywords that I have in here. Let's see what kind of keywords you're ranking for. So let's put let's see what you're ranking on top 10. And you have 300 keywords in top 10. But like you said, all the keywords that you're ranking for, like this one looks good. It's 7,300 per month, right?
Mhm.
And you get 133 people to your page. So maybe
And I'm in position 4. So if
Yeah.
I get up that,
the thing is, what I would try to do, I could send you a report of this. I can download it and send you the report so you can have it handy when you want to look at it. But what I would probably do, I'll start looking at these pages in here. Like this one is on position 4. If I make it on position 3 or 2, this is gonna
skyrocket.
it's just gonna go up like maybe to 1,000 to 2,000 people per month, even more. Assuming the volume is correct, of course, which we know that's not the case. It's not always correct. So I will try to improve these pages as well, and in terms of SEO. So this is the keyword brimfish. Let's see, where do you have the keyword? So you have, look at this, you have the keyword only once in the content. So usually when I do my own page SEO, I put my keywords in the URL. You have it here, but it's kind of partial. It's missing the fish. I'll put the fish in there as well.
If you look at the title, that's what I was going for. I did not realize when I wrote the article that brimfish was that I was going to rank for that.
There you go.
So that was by accident. So maybe I should write a new article.
No, I don't. Maybe if you want to write a new one, but kind of Google is telling already what they want to see. So there's no point for you to write another article. It's just to optimize this one. Because I'm guessing this particular page here, you wrote it to go for the difference between crappie and brim. I guess that's the keyword, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, there's no harm for you to go in this page, go in Google Search Console and see what are the keywords this page is ranking for, and try to then add them to this page. So like this one here, I would come and don't change the URL, don't mess with the URL now because it's ranking, but come here in the, is this the H1? Yeah, this is the H1. So I would add here fish, right? The word fish, and
once earlier in the content.
Yeah, sprinkle a little bit, maybe make another headline in here, right? Make another headline. I mean that
H2.
this page is quite big and you have only one headline. So make another one, maybe another H2 somewhere in here. Just saying something brimfish, and then the other one was the other one fish, the crappy fish, right? So make like a little section for each one of them, and then maybe say after that, say, well, after talking about what each of these fishes are, these are the difference between them, right? And you can get some more keywords in there like that. Who gave me the thumbs down? Let's see what's going on here in the chat. I keep pressing the wrong buttons here. Gizmo Plan says there are many in income school making over 4K per month in just over a year. Just need to follow a program. It works well and well. If it works, it works. I'm not gonna bash anybody here, but I'm just saying, if I find out about your site and I try to replicate it and build one single link, that's it. I'm gonna put you in position 4 and I go over you. Steven says number one result for him for Brainfish is Wikipedia. I mean, I was let me just Google it as well. Of course, that's kind of a big keyword, but look here. To me, it's another page. It's kind of blah blah whatever that is. And then Wikipedia, again Wikipedia, then Brim, then the fish blog, and so on and so forth. And I can't see a website. Fishing Money, I can't see it. But again, if you take this page, if we take this page in particular, and we drop it in Ahrefs, and it will tell us what other keywords you're ranking for. So the idea is that you want to optimize as much as you can for what even Search Console check and see what Google is telling you they want to see on that page.
I can do that.
Brandon says, got a bail. No worries, brother. Love the live streams. Keep it up. Thanks, buddy. Enjoy your evening. Thanks, Adrian. Thanks for the thumbs up. Whoever's gonna hit that thumbs down is a loser. But I appreciate it. I hope you have a better day. Josh says definitely more headlines. Justin is here as well. How's it going, Justin? Welcome. So, going back to the to this page, for example.
Can I say something real quick?
Go on.
Adrian Daniela was asking, are the ad placements done manually or random? And the answer to that is half and half.
Half and half.
And the reason why, what's changed for me recently, I'm doing some testing. Like, I don't like that Amazon ad right there.
Yeah, it doesn't look good at all.
I'm trying it. The next one below it is a placed one, and that's mine because it builds my email list. So one of the things I'm doing with my site, besides making money, is building an email list for the future. And that second one where it says click here, that's building my email list, and that's on every page, every article of my site.
Right.
And
do you know?
Sorry, go on. If you scroll down, there's a couple more. There's one at the bottom of every article.
This one? This one?
It's a boat.
Oh, the boat.
Scroll all the way to the bottom.
This one?
Right. Yeah. So one of the things, and I mentioned this in the beginning, one of the issues I think I'm having is I'm getting a lot of clicks to Amazon. I'm close to like 600 clicks for the month to Amazon right now. I think that's a lot. Maybe it's not. Somebody can correct me. But for the amount of pages that I have, that seems pretty good. Out of 600 clicks, I'm making about $40 a month right now. Well, 20 on Amazon and 20 on ads. So to me, for the number of clicks, the amount of money that I'm making is kind of ridiculous. And so I thought, well, let me put something up there that's higher ticket, and I'm going to
Mm-hmm.
put it on every page, and I'm going to test it for a month or two and see if I can raise the ticket value of my sales on Amazon, if that makes a difference in my earnings. So that's why that one's there.
What I usually like to do as well, I love to lose myself in my competitors' websites, and I like to see what they do. So I don't know how much you spend, how much time you spend on doing that.
Not enough.
Not enough.
Yeah.
Because I tell you why. For example, if you go here and we look at the competing domains, let me know if you recognize any of these domains in here.
Well, I'll recognize them. I just
Crappy
don't.
Fisher,
Yep.
Stripper Space. Is this Stripping
They're
Club
good.
or
Striper Space.
oh, Stripers?
Mm-hmm.
Let's just have a look at them and how. I mean, this website looks horrible to me.
Yeah.
Like it's like one of the Commodore era,
Yeah.
if you want. But
They've been
They-
around forever. Haven't updated.
exactly. I mean, I think their pages are still in HTML. There you go, HTML. But I was looking at this website earlier, and the thing I liked about it is it's kind of telling you what you need to do as well, Darren. Just look at this website and look at it like this is like a Wikipedia for fishing. look at the amount of content they have in here.
Yeah.
And if you go, Bluefish, they have more content about this or not. I think they have. I'm not 100% sure. So, but the idea is that you can take these guys and then build some content as well around each one of these topics for your website in order to gain more traffic, more interlinks. Of course, it's gonna give you more topic of relevance, and hopefully it's gonna grow your website. More people coming to the website, more money you're gonna make. But you said you have 170 articles or something like that. That's a lot, man. I mean, I have 60 articles. Half of them are crap, and the site is making
But you started a lot earlier than I did. So your
Oh, did I?
article. Yeah. Well,
I started
haven't you-
2017 December.
yeah. I started in 2019.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you just started then. Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Otherwise, I think a lot of my, they say that, you'll rank within the first year with an article or within the first 10 months. And maybe that's true, but I think that like a lot of my articles aren't even ranked yet because they're new, so by the time though, now you can, maybe somebody here or you can tell me what I'm thinking, if what I'm thinking is correct, but if let's say half of those articles are ranking now wherever they are, and the other half still haven't moved up yet because Google hasn't recognized them yet. But as they move up, of course, that's going to help. But won't that push my other ones up even higher? In other words, because I have more articles and Google trusts my site because there's been more time and more stuff that ranks, then maybe that one, for example, the brimfish one, if I rank 10 or 20 more articles, wouldn't Google look at my site and say, yeah, you have a better domain score, and so now we're going to do from number 4 to number 3 on that article?
Well, I'm not gonna say it's a ranking factor, but it definitely is a signal. It's traffic, right? So if you have traffic to more pages, then Google, and depends as well what people are gonna do on those pages. So if someone comes to your website from the SERP, and then they'll going to, they land on your page, I don't know, I'm out of here. And if that happens, then Google is gonna demote you. So it's not very helpful. But of course, you want to build pages that are going to match the user intent, right? So if they want to know the difference between crappie and bream fish, then you should give that right there. And probably that's one of the things that I agree with Income School, that you need to give the answer right there, like in the first paragraph. Give the people what they want, and then if they want to stick around, then they're gonna scroll down. That's why I usually, when I do these site reviews, I tell people to, for example, remove this. I don't know if this is even a logo, but I will remove this. I will get rid of this or put them here next to the menu. And then I will take this out. I will take this one out. And but this is of course for the money pages. I'm doing much more affiliate marketing than ads. And if someone is looking like the difference between this and that, then I'm gonna try to make a call to action, and I give them the answer here, just like you did here. So did you catch a fish, and you want to identify what it is? Here, there's some spellings in here. Here are a few ways to tell the difference between crappie and bream. And then if I want to sell something like I don't know, like a guide or whatever, then I'll make a CTA here, right there as well. Grab this guide, this free guide, to know the difference and how to catch and what hooks to use or whatever. I don't know. I have no idea about fishing. But that's one of the things that I agree. You need to give the people. You need to give the visitor the answer right there in the first paragraph, and then if they want to stick, well, they stick. But let me show you something that I was looking to your competitors earlier. I don't know if you guys use Screaming Frog, but this is what they do. I like to use Screaming Frog to look at this map. This is how their website is mapped, right? So this is the homepage, right? And then you have all these pages in here and sub pages and all that. Do you see my screen? You can see my screen, Darren?
Yeah, I can see it.
So for example, you see they have these best ways to cook crappie. So that's a keyword, of course. I don't know how well they rank for it because I didn't look specifically. But I want to show you this so you understand how you want to build your content and then interlink it in order to be more relevant for whatever topic you want to talk about. So this is this page here. They talk about best ways, blah blah blah, and I think I look at the page and they have a few ways they cook that thing, this fish. But then you have individual pages talking about that specific way to cook it. It's like a recipe, you see? And those pages, they're linking back. And that creates what it's called a keyword cluster. And that will make this page in here, particularly best ways to cook crappie, makes it much more powerful. Maybe he never ranked for these grilled crappie recipes or how to bake crappies or whatever. But his intention is to rank this page, best ways to cook crappie. So maybe what's this website? This is Crappie
Fisher. That was the first one on the list.
It's one of your competitors.
No, it's one of the ones. Yeah, it's a competitor.
Where is this?
It's one of the ones when you did the list and you did Striper Space. It was the one right above it.
Okay, there you go. And another thing that you can take from them here is you see your call to action in here, which is very big for your email list. Maybe make it here on the sidebar, so your content is nice and clean. Like this, you see they have the ads as well in here, but the content is clean. And So this is what, oh, this is the homepage. Also, they're selling on the homepage, huh? Ha! They say they have call to action to Amazon on the homepage. Okay. I've seen very few sites that do this, but if you want to get, if you want to outsource and people link back to you, they'll look at this and they say, nah.
That's what I used to do. I have, we can talk about this later, but what's it called? A referral site.
Yeah.
So I have a referral site for a business that I used to do. And right now, I refer people to a business and I get paid for that. So, but my home page is the way I used to do it. And, back in the day, maybe I think this is the way everybody used to do it, was you tried to rank your home page and then everything else was just, if you had more content, that's great. But the idea was to get your home page, and I was really the only one that you were trying to rank for. And that's one of the things that when I started with Income School that kind of shocked me, was that they don't really try to rank their home page. They try to rank every article individually, which to me was something new. I did not know that. It's been kind of cool.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to. I mean, the homepage is the page that's gonna receive the most links. So you want to link inside your website, not to Amazon. Really, I mean, it really looks spammy. And no one would like to link to a website like that. But I think that if you're ranking for, I mean, I can see ranking for loads of keywords. That they're all how do you say, informational type of content. But if you look at, I would definitely start to look into add some more money type of keywords, like best this for that,
Mm-hmm.
because personally I don't have experience with ads, so I won't be able to kind of tell you what to do with ads. I'm kind of getting into that as well now, to learn a little bit more about it. But I will definitely start to build more money keywords orientated pages, like reviews of something, like some expensive rods, or maybe some boats, or I don't know, sonars or whatever. I don't know what's in that niche that's expensive.
Mm-hmm.
But you definitely need some of those. And then from all these pages that you have ranking on page 1, from all these pages here, you have loads of them.
Mm-hmm.
But they have very, very, very little traffic, as you can see. But
Yeah,
from these ones, you can link to the money pages, right? You can say, hey, like, where's this guy here? Best, what I don't know, big crappie fish. How do you attract crappie? And then from there, from this page, let's say you have some kind of sonars or something, I don't know. Then you're gonna redirect traffic from these ones that are already on page 1 to the other pages. And this is kind of getting into what you were saying earlier, that some other pages, because they're ranking already and they're linking to other pages that are brand new but they're not ranking yet, that's gonna help definitely.
Mm-hmm. So are you saying, let me make sure I got this right, are you saying the money pages need to link out to my other articles, or vice versa?
Vice versa. So
Okay.
vice versa. So you have this page here. Let's say you have this page, like this page here, and this one is a how-to, right?
Mm-hmm.
How to, like this one here, how to attract a crappie to your dock. So from this page here, you let's say you're gonna build the best whatever product you can find,
Mm-hmm.
right? And these ones are linking to these ones.
Mm-hmm.
Usually you don't link back to these ones, right? Because
Okay.
you just want to power up these pages, because these are the pages that are making you money. These ones are there because they're ranking, but they're not making money.
Yeah.
Make sense?
Yes, it does. And I'll
I mean,
let you
this is
know.
probably this is not the approach that a income school have, but if you want to make
Yeah.
money with affiliate, that's how you should do it.
Okay. I'll definitely be doing that in the future because, like I say, with as many hits as I get to Amazon, I got to find a way to raise that.
Mm.
And I gotta say too, my views have gone way down because of the season. My fishing is a little seasonal, and we had a huge cold wave go through the United States last week, 2 weeks ago, and last week. And some places got snow. Denver got snow. A lot of places got snow and stuff. So the fishing kind of shut off,
Yeah.
and my page views have gone way down in the last month or two. My page views have gone way down. This is my first year with this niche, doing articles and stuff, so I really didn't know what to expect. I live in Las Vegas, and you can fish all year round here, no problem. So, but there's a lot of places in the north and northeast where fishing kind of shuts off for the whole winter, except for ice fishing, which
Yeah.
I
Well,
have articles about that too.
so I can't see these guys. I can't see your competition. Uh, okay, so they're selling books, as you can see, right? It's like what I was saying earlier. Just sell some guides or something.
So
Probably not very expensive, but I think that this niche, there's a few products, probably like boats and stuff like that are very expensive, a few hundreds, maybe thousands, that you can start advertising and start to kind of redirect these people from these pages that are already ranking, and see if that helps to bring to boost a little bit the um, the income. Because I mean, you're doing it right. So you said you started maybe a year ago. You have this website is ranking for many keywords. You have ads on it. Is this you're not with Ezoic because you don't have the traffic, do you?
well, I could be with the Zoic, but I just haven't done that yet. Up until recently, the last couple of months, I'd just been focused on writing articles and growing the site. Now it's getting to the point where I need to start thinking about monetization.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of ways to do that, and that's kind of what I'm working on now. And I appreciate your advice. One of the things you're saying is to write money pages and then link my other related content to the money page to help push it. And so, yeah, that's one of the things I'm going to definitely work on. And then having, I think, higher dollar things that I'm trying to sell as opposed to $10 lure or something like that is
Yeah.
definitely something I need to do as well.
That's
So,
that's that's the problem I think is with this niche. Well, at least with your site, it's quite. I mean, if even if you say it's big, like 100 plus, but like John Dystra, he has a website it's making the website. It's a case study, I believe, in the cycling niche. Now that's a little bit more expensive. The bikes are quite expensive. For you to change this, to change that, it's expensive. Um, the equipment, the gear, it's if you want good gear, that's expensive. And but at the same time, it's just ads, right? He's making money from ads.
yeah,
So
he doesn't even do affiliate, does he?
yeah, exactly. I mean, he said he has a few offers here and there, but he's making money basically on just on pure ads. So I guess the his idea, income school idea, is just publish shitloads of content, and just try to bring that traffic to your website. Um, Even Ron Stefanski, he was on Hasta La Vista Boss a few months ago. He was saying that he's building 6 months of content, and after that he's building some links because he wants to compete for those more juicy keywords, right? But to me, that idea to write so much content. So just thinking about it, 150 pages, 150 pages. If you let's say pay, I don't know, $10 for 1,000 words, and you have if and then that's minimum. Let's say that's the biggest articles you're gonna make. That's $1,700 just on the content, and you don't even know if you're gonna make it back. That's not my approach. I have to be honest with you, Darren.
I think if I'm close. If I made this month, I only made $40 because my it's a seasonal niche. But last month I made 80. So take something in the middle, 60, and times that by 3. So that would mean my site I could easily sell it for $1,800.
There you go. So you get your money back.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not at really profit yet, but I could rationalize how I'm close.
Definitely, that's it's good for you to try other things as well. Like I was saying, build some money pages, and try to do it that way. Plus your niche is seasonal, so now as you said, it's gonna stop for a while. And next website that you're gonna build, if you sell this one, make sure it's not seasonal, especially for ads. Especially for ads. Let me go quickly to the chat here. There's these awesome bosses in here. They left a few messages for us. Gizmo Plan says, say again.
I've been reading them.
Oh, okay.
I'm hearing you guys. Steven, I've been hearing.
Yeah.
And, Adrian, I've been hearing you.
Nice one, man. It's just that I got into talking and blah, blah, blah. And then I said, let me finish this idea. Otherwise, I'm going to lose it. So Gizmo Plans was saying here, it's really hard to tell what are ads and what are giveaways. I think you should tone down the giveaway, maybe put in a sidebar or a smaller side out or something with better graphics. Yeah, that's what that was my idea as well. You don't have to kind of flash it like that in people's eyes. Just put it there on the side, and if people are interested, they're gonna click it, or they're gonna give you the details. Would suggest re-uploading and flipping on the horizontal? I'm not sure what that, Josh. He was saying something about I don't like the same image on the recent content. Oh, it's the same image. I see what you mean. Chris says, when I first read stripper space, I expected a slightly different niche. That's what I said as well. That's what I said as well, Chris.
That's actually very commonly mistaken in my niche.
Well, is striper a fish? A type of fish?
Yeah, it's a bass.
Okay.
On the east, they call them rock bass or rock.
I
But
see.
yeah, it's a striped bass.
Right. Adrian says, agree. The giveaway need better graphics.
So I keep hearing this. I want to ask, maybe you guys can answer. What do you mean better graphics? I mean, I took this with a iPhone, which I think has a pretty good lens on it. So I need to know what you mean. I'm not sure what you mean by that.
Probably they want to say make
Is it
it.
a fuzzy picture?
If I were you, I'll just make this image. Maybe I would not put all these things in here, like all the things that I have in the giveaway, all these bites. How do you call this? Lures and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I would just put an image that's probably the best in this package. I'll put it here, like you have this image in here with yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I'll put it in here and say something like get into the monthly giveaway. Just put your email below. That's it. and I don't think it needs to be anything fancier, but just like make an image with probably something that's the most expensive thing in there, that is the most desirable thing in that pack. Make it there and just say get or make sure you don't lose this month giveaway. Put your email below or something like that.
Okay, Adrian says the quality of the image is good. I meant the CTA. What does that mean? What's CTA?
CTA is the call to action. So there's
I got you.
it's here, right? It says click here.
Yeah.
Click here, right? You have to. I understand why you said click here, because you want people tell them what to do. Hey, do this. Click here. But it's like it's a better copywriting if you do it kind of like give them. Of course, you give them the incentive because that's the giveaway to, and give me your email. I give you have the chance to participate here. But make it a little bit more. No, I wouldn't say stylish, but
I understand what you mean. Yeah.
yeah,
Not so in your face.
yeah. It's quite big, right? It's quite, and then you have the ad and all this, and you have this on all the pages. I realized. Just put it here on the side. Put the disclaimer below. I will put the disclaimer down. Further down, I put the giveaway in here, and you should be fine. Like I said, if people are interested, they give you the email address.
The
yeah?
only reason why I have it in the sidebar right now is because about at least 70% of my traffic is on a phone.
Okay,
And
I see.
if I put it in the sidebar, it's actually down below the article.
I see what you mean. Yeah. It makes sense now. In that case, let me show you. In that case, do something like this. It doesn't have to be, again, nothing that's gonna break your eyes. Do something like this. I have on my website. I don't think it's here. It's here, like something like this.
Mm-hmm.
Right, just a bar with something like, hey, subscribe. It's in the middle of the article, as you can see, in the middle of the page, but it's not like like these images in here, for example. They're big, but just give a call to action, like subscribe for telehandler related news. That was I'm not giving away anything, but if people want to know more about this, then they'll subscribe, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it'll be same in your case. Make one here and then make a call to action in the middle in here somewhere. Again, you have to make it stand out. Like you see here, this one it's a different color, and I'm using a yellow so people can see it. But it's not big and it's not like too intrusive. I would say. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what these bosses in the chat says. Maybe they have a better suggestion. Gizmo Plan says, I tried finding the answers the articles were written for and immediately was lost. Remember, the reader wants results ASAP. If they don't want, if they don't get them, they bounce. Google will drop you down. Yeah. Remember, like we were saying earlier, in the first paragraph, give them the answer. They get the answer. Yeah. Hopefully they're gonna close the window. The worst thing is for them to click the back button and go and look for the next website. We don't want that. And Adrian says, or create a page about the giveaway. That's a good idea as well. To create a page. But again, people will have to see the menu, right?
Mm-hmm. I have a page. So the way mine works is, I could create a page on my website, but I do it through MailChimp.
All right.
So I have a page that explains more about it. If they click that button, it takes you to MailChimp.
Exactly. Yeah. A Nomad Overseas says, I'm not sure if the Acabado theme allows the position of that disclaimer to be changed. think option is just on or off. You could manually create one and change the position maybe. I'm not familiar with the theme, so I know Josh in the chat. I don't know if he's still here, brother, but he knows a lot about the theme.
Right.
But
Yeah, I think they're right. I think it's on or off.
that's why I like the other themes that I mentioned, Astra and Generate Press. There's much more flexibility. I understand the themes like Acabado, and there's the other one, Carbonate. They're like, Carbonate is like boom, speedlight, but then I don't have enough space to play with it, especially because I'm not a guy who knows how to write code. I would not know what to do. Josh, maybe maybe Josh, he knows his way around, but I have no idea. I mean,
I'm sure Josh could fix it.
yeah, but he's expensive. Josh is expensive. It's not within my budget, Josh.
Me neither.
Justin says, can you not create a reusable text box? Like I said, I'm not familiar with the theme, guys, so I have no idea.
What does it mean, a reusable text box?
No idea what that is.
Okay.
Josh, do you have a YouTube channel, brother? Josh will have to come on the Hasta La Vista Boss at some point. And any of you, you're invited. If you're making 100 to 500 to 1,000, if you want to share your story, just email me at adrian at hastalavistaboss.net, and we can have a talk about it. So tell me, Darren, what other things would you like to talk about? We've been an hour and 15 minutes almost, and I enjoy this, but the missus is always in the bedroom. Hey, what's going on? But of course, I want to hang out as long as you guys are here as well. That's awesome. Thanks for being here. Thanks for hitting that thumbs up as well. And tell me if there's anything that you would like to, some advice, some feedback, an idea about with your site.
There's a couple things we haven't talked about, like your own product.
Mm-hmm.
That's another way to monetize. I'm a little bit afraid of that right now. I'm not sure if I'm at the point to create my own product yet, but I think I will eventually be there. I guess other ways to monetize that I haven't thought of.
The thing is with having your own product, I've tried that. I've tried with my missus to build to create a product. We've created a product, and we tried to do it an Amazon FBA. You probably not want to do that, but it's kind of similar because you want to create a product and sell it. Of course you want to have audience. If you want to spend $10,000 or whatever on a product, you'll have to have the traffic and the people to sell it to, right? You don't want to stay like I like myself and my missus. We have maybe 7,000 flip-flops underneath our bed because we didn't sell it.
Yeah.
So you don't want that. So I would say if you want to sell your own product, you'll probably have to wait a little bit until you have the audience for it. Mm-hmm. I don't know if maybe try to grow your YouTube channel, and that's gonna be just another source of traffic for your business, not necessarily only for this side, but for your products. If you want to build them, make some. If you see here in your website, let me make the screen bigger. If you see here on the site, you see my products in here. as ads on your website here. These are this is my merch.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
this
yeah,
is
I've seen.
this here. I don't know if this is gonna load, but all these are my products. Like,
Mhm.
designs that I just made yesterday. Some of them. You could try to do this as well. You know, T-shirts and mugs and stuff like that for fishermen, for fishermen.
Mhm.
I mean, if you want to build your own product, that's what I would say. You'll have to wait until you have audience for it, because it's expensive. So if you build a product but then you don't sell it fast, I'm telling you, it's not fun to stay with 7,000 flip flops underneath your bed.
Right. Yeah.
That's sure, man. So, uh, this guy's here. Who's the Russian bot?
Josh,
Yeah,
this is
Josh
Josh.
he's the Russian
Mark.
bot. I don't believe that picture you have there, Josh. That's not a British face, bro. I'm sorry. um, only appears in election years. And what was the other thing you said, Darren?
No, that's really all I said. I think it's been good. I'm glad I've been on here. I got a lot from you. I understand. You really believe in the importance of backlinks. You really believe in the importance of linking inside your site the right way. These are some things I'm getting out of it. I need to clean up my site a little bit. Even me looking at my site right now, I can see some stuff I don't like. So I like the advice that you guys have given us in the comments about cleaning up my my email picture right there, and then Adrian, you expounded on that. I appreciate that.
Definitely.
I can take all these little bits of advice and make a better site out of it. So
Definitely.
guess,
I mean, in terms of, I tell you what, and by the way, I do appreciate you guys in the chat. Thanks for the help. I will definitely look a little bit at redesigning it just a little bit the website. So for example, I would take this one out.
I don't know if I can. Josh might know the answer.
Oh, that's
to that.
because of the theme or what?
Made it, yeah. I made
All
it as
right.
small as good, but I don't like it either. I wish it was just not there.
And then as well, another thing I would do, I will look at some websites and see how they build their pages in terms of the structure, how they do their pages, the images, the headlines, the text. Let me show you a website that I love to go and inspect, and I spend a few days just in this website looking how they're linking, how they're building their website in terms of the content, the clusters, everything. So I know this website, inside out. So I'm just looking at how they do the website in terms of, I mean, you see it's just a simple article, but looks so freaking good. It looks good. It's clean. It's simple, right? You have a hero image at the top, and then you have a headline, nice broken up text, image, more headline, more text, more image. So if you compare that to this, you have this image here at the top, which is not nice. I'm just gonna try to be gentle. No, but then this ad here, it's.
I put that up yesterday.
Yeah.
And
no, I understand. It's awesome that you're testing. That's awesome. That's definitely something I definitely tell everybody, test. Don't just go on Facebook and, hey, if I do this, what do you think is gonna happen? I don't know. Go and test it, right?
Yeah.
So that's good to test. But I will take this one and this one out, and then I don't know how big these images are and how heavy they are for your site.
So
Um,
they're optimized.
oh, they're optimized. Okay, that's cool then.
Yeah.
In
So
the,
I usually put one picture, at least one picture on every
mm,
post, maybe more.
what
But
I
one thing I haven't done, and I'm thinking maybe I should do, is make them smaller because they come up. That one right there, I think, was shrunk down. The
mm,
one above it is the original size. So maybe I should make them all smaller.
but if you want to, but what I would say, I would just try to make them look like the same in the same position, because as you can see, this one is center, this one is to the left, this one
Mm-hmm.
is to the left, this one is nice and centered. Well, this is a video. This one is to
Mm-hmm.
the left. So what I would do, for example, here, just to make it a little bit more, you know, pleasant to the eye, I would make this one center, and then this one here, I have some text around it. Like just let the text go around it, on the left or on the right, whatever you want. And
Mm-hmm.
then you have these big videos. Then let some text around this one as well. You know, because there's a lot. Look at this white space in here.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a lot of white space. And yeah, just learn a little bit. And then this footer here, I don't know why this footer look like this. Maybe, I don't know, check if you can, maybe Josh can give you a hand there and see what he can do in terms of you know, just get rid of this white space in here. This is what I done with mine, and this is the Astra, like I said. This is my footer. So you have links to pages, map, and then more pages. I mean, you don't want to have that space there for nothing, right? Like these guys here, look, they have links to other pages and social profiles and all that. So that would be my advice. Just look at other pages, how they do it. Even this one, they look nice and clean. I like how it's presented.
Yeah.
You see? And then they have clear call to actions. Like it's even different than the theme. The theme is like, I don't know the colors because I'm colorblind, but this looks to me like orange or red or something like that. The logo in here, and then these buttons. But then the button, the call to action, is blue, which is awesome. Let me quickly go to the chat before we wrap this thing up.
Josh, we can it look pretty, so I'm gonna contact you, Josh. I know you're a busy guy. I don't like to reach out to you because you got about a couple of months reaching out to you.
No, definitely. If he's you know, up for it and he can give you a
I
hand,
don't know who
reach
keeps
out,
up
man.
with him. I see him on Discord, and I don't know. Maybe he doesn't sleep, but
That's what
he's
people
always,
say to me as well. You know,
always there.
we don't sleep, but hey, we love this, and you know, you can't sleep if you love this. Justin says, what requirements do you need to website review? The only thing that I require, Justin, is for you to be live here with me in the chat, just like Darren here on the live call, because we can go back and forth and talk about the site. And otherwise, it's just boring to me to go by myself and talk about your site. So that's the only requirement. And share it, of course, with everybody. If you don't mind that, that's the only thing that you need. What's going on here? No, Zoic, he doesn't have the traffic. At least that's what I see here.
Well,
with Ahrefs.
Josh, it's just one of those projects that I haven't gotten to because only right now am I starting to think more about monetization. Before it was more about just building the page and putting up more content. So now after my 1 year mark, my brain started thinking,
hey, Darren, there's someone behind you. there was a ghost.
yeah, it's my. I think he's hungry.
Yeah, I know, man. Someone just passed behind you.
He's a teenager.
And a nomad overseas says, would it be worth doing an FAQ page? I didn't see full live stream, so not sure if already asked. Maybe. I think it could make sense, because there's so many questions that you cannot answer. There's nothing you can say more than two sentences, maybe, right? So that would be an awesome way for you to, have more keywords and more. Maybe even if you make it like a nice big page, that could be a nice bake. How do you call that? Link bait page, right? Because that's gonna attract links if it's nice and good and big enough.
The one thing I have that sort of reminds me of that is a resources page, and that's one of the things they teach in income school. So like, that's basically where you go do all your advertising. If you want to buy this is what I use. You should go check it out here, and don't look at my resources page. It's nothing to look. I mean, you can look at it, but it's just a list right now. I haven't built it out yet.
Yeah, and by the way, Justin, the first link in the description of this video, that's a form that you could go and put your website in here. Just fill up the details, and I'll receive an email when someone is putting their website in there. And I'm trying to do as many of these as I can, but time is very limited to me. So but I love this. I love this because I learn, and hopefully I help whoever's on the other side a little bit, just for the talk at least, just for having a chat about websites. That's cool. Fix is here. How's it going, Fix? Yo.
Hi, Fix.
All right. By the way, did I say already congratulations live for your 1,000 subscribers, Fix? If I didn't, there you go. I think I had some music as well. Where is it? Come on. There you go. This is a high production, Fix. Alrighty, I think I'm going to wrap this up, everybody. Sorry, I'm just looking at the chat as well. Yannick, ¿qué pasa? Yannick is one of the guys sharing the flat here with me. So he's probably in the bedroom wanting to come in the kitchen. This is the kitchen, by the way. If you guys don't know, this is my awesome green screen, but there's a kitchen here. So thanks again, Darren. Is there anything I would like to say before we wrap this up, buddy?
No, I just like to say thank you to you and your crowd here in the comments. I appreciate all the advice, and I have a good memory. And as soon as I get done here, I'm going to write some stuff down so I don't forget. But yeah, I'm going to go through and take some of the advice you guys have given me.
Definitely, man. And by the way, the reason we've done this live stream today with Darren is because I watched one of his videos he uploaded a few days ago, talking about his journey and all that. And I know that sometimes it's a little bit difficult for all of us because, you don't share this with your wife. You don't share this with your friends at the bar. No one would fucking understand you. And it's difficult to sometimes you stay there at home, and this happens to me many times as well. I stay here and I overwhelm myself, and then there's no one to talk to, and I just fuck this shit, and then I go and do something else for 2-3 hours, and that's my time lost. So I just wanted I felt like I needed to talk to Darren, because you need to give some motivation and some support to all of us, and here in the chat as well, bosses, same. And yeah, if there's anybody who wants to review their site, like I said, this is not professional. I do some of this on the side, as some of you know, as a consultant. I'm not charging, but it's like if I would charge, right? So I have clients and with real businesses. But yeah, if anybody needs another of this, reach out and let's talk about it. Pete, hey, how's it going, buddy? Evening and bye bye. We're gonna go to oh yeah, sorry, we're gonna go to have dinner. Sorry, fix. Yeah, I promised that I'm not gonna swear again because I want to monetize the channel. But yeah, thanks for reminding me. Okay, thanks, Darren. Thanks, guys, in the chat. You are awesome. Thanks for all the support and for the feedback. And I see you in the Facebook chat, Hasta La Vista Boss Facebook group, or in the next live stream, and I don't know where is it. Thanks, and stay focused because we're going to get rid of that boss. All right? Bye. Bye, Darren.
You guys, thank you.